Hey, good day, everybody. This is going to be my next video on the Flyers Nitty Gritty YouTube channel as we look ahead to the Flyers and Islanders. But before we get there, we have more important things we have to discuss than hockey right now, and our players commented on that. And Claude Giroux, of course, said, um, after 24 hours, what's your emotions now on the decision not to play and what was accomplished? And G said, I think yesterday was a good day. Just the way all the players got together, all four teams in the bubble. We had some great conversations. We talked with Ryan Reeves and Matt Dumba and be able to hear what they had to say. Everybody is on the same page. Everybody is supporting. We all stand together. So everybody in the NHL has united together. And as Ryan Reeves said in the Western Conference bubble, when they all united together and stood behind each other, this means a lot because this league is very, very, very predominantly white and foreign, where there's not. So that really means a lot for these players taking a stance. And then for another player on another team that I normally don't agree with, but in this instance I did, and he normally does a good amount of stuff for people in the community, is Marchand of the Bruins, which his game is starting in about 15 minutes. But he said this is bigger than sports and people need to put that aside. Sports is a luxury. It's a luxury to watch this game and play this game. But when it comes to people's safety and people's lives and people feeling comfortable to be in their own skin, it's more important than sports. And that's entirely true. I understand people want to watch games and want to see this, but that's too bad. And it is. It's too bad. If you just want to watch games and be distracted, that's too bad for you. Right now, more important things are happening, and wake up and realize it. We have bigger things that we care about and that we want to do to improve upon, and people want to support us. That's all that matters. People want to support them. If you are one that doesn't, you're going to be set in the dust. You're going to be part of the old NHL fans. You're going to be part of the people that don't exist in the league anymore. So you better wake up and realize, like Brad Marchand said, that's too bad for you if you're one of those people that just want it to be sports. Too bad. And then he also said we all need to learn a lot about what's happening outside our own lives. A lot of us, we don't truly understand what it's like in other people's shoes, and we need to. It's the only way things are going to change. That's a very good, he said a lot more than that, but I didn't want to take all the time. It would have took me like 10 minutes just to go through his quotes. But that was a very, very good way of explaining it. All this is a lot more important and way more important than the actual games itself. And somebody asked Long, could you give us a general sense of what the response was when you talked to Chris Stewart about what you guys can do to contribute? He said, well, I know I reached out to Stewie in the morning. Just wanted to, I guess, pick his brain and see what he thought. With everything going on in the last 24 hours have been crazy for sure. Just wanted to see what his thoughts were. As the day progressed, I think more and more conversations started to happen. Like G said, we're in the bubble. You have a bunch of guys who are playing against each other that night, and the next day we're all coming together for one goal, to stand united and to be together through this. I think that shows a lot about the guys here, just about what we're all about. So, like they said, it's a competition in sports. You have that feeling of intensity that's a competition, and they were able to pull that back to unite and stand together. And that's a very big moment and movement. And like Kevin Weeks said on NHL Network, until everybody and agreed with what Emmanuel Acho said, because he's the one that actually said it, but until everybody that it doesn't affect is as outraged, as the people it does affect, there's not going to be a change. That's just the way it is. That's common principle. That's fact. So that's why the players are stepping up, and this is really taking a big stance, because hockey's a lot of Europeans. Hockey's a lot of Canadians. There's not a lot of Americans just set in hockey, obviously. So that's what Ryan Reeves was getting at, and it's really huge that they're standing up for this. I know some people are probably going to come at me for this video, but that's fine. I don't care, because it is time for hockey, and it's time for other sports, as they did, to stand up and realize they can do more, because the people that are supposed to don't do anything. So it's, in order to get a reaction, you have to have an action. Well, this action took away what the people that are supposed to do stuff enjoy using as a distraction, as Marchand was getting at. So now that there won't be as many distractions, and I'm sure if nothing changes, you'll see stuff similar happen in a couple weeks. So that's where it's at. You need to do something to get a reaction. And now they're getting a reaction. Hopefully it causes change, because it's a disgrace how too many people talk the talk and never walk the walk. Well, now everybody in the league is doing both. Now it's on the leaders to do both. So now we'll move on to the actual game, as we spent about 5 minutes on that. The Flyers are, of course, playing the Islanders tonight at 7 o'clock. They moved the game again. We were originally supposed to be the game starting in 10 minutes. But, of course, the guys you have to D up on is Anthony Beauvillier. You have to D up on Josh Bailey and Matthew Barzal. Those are the guys you have to mainly focus on. We also have to get in front of the net more on Varlamov. And we need to pressure him with more blocking his sight line. As I said the last video, he's not a goalie that's good at seeing through small divots and creases that well. And we still kind of shot more regular shots on him. We got a little bit of pressure last game, but it wasn't the amount of pressure in front of the net I would want. So I want to see that more this game. Obviously, Carter Hart, I mean, with the days off, he's going to get the nod tonight. I would be shocked if Elliott played. And that's going to really help us. And also, we'll see with Laux. Maybe Laux will be back in. And then we're probably going to have some lineup changes, I would have to guess. Because, yeah, we went up 3-0, but then we blew the lead, and then we won in overtime. So I'm assuming there's going to be some adjustment there so that doesn't happen. And there's no layoff during the game. But the keys to tonight's game for me would be Voracek just has to keep doing his thing. He's been our best player this playoffs as a forward by far. And he just has to keep doing his thing. He stepped up last game. Let's see that continue. G had a very good last game on Calvin's birthday, so let's see that continue. And then our defense has continued to build and do well. The Flyers are a team that sometimes don't do the best from more than one-day layoffs, but I think this one might benefit them, because some guys like Grant, Thompson, Knack, like other guys like Knack will just get back in a groove, but like some guys have looked a little off. They haven't looked like their normal selves from the regular season or the round robin, so maybe having these couple of days will also help them reset, since obviously, as I said at the beginning of the video, they focused on way more important things than hockey these last couple of days, so they're going to be coming in completely fresh when it comes to hockey, because hockey's not the most important thing right now by far, so they're going to come in completely fresh when it comes to hockey. But this has been a quick video reacting and supporting the players for what they're doing, and also talking about tonight's game. I believe the Flyers will take the series lead tonight. I think they're going to have a very good put-together game, and this will actually be the best game we play put together. And I think this is going to be our best 60-minute effort, and the Flyers are going to win this evening. And I think we'll go up 2-1 in the series. Have a great, safe, and pleasant day, everyone. Be safe out there and enjoy all the sports, but also remember there's much more important things in sports right now. Peace out, everybody.